all that is dear and meaningful to us in our lives, nothing is more precious than our children. We yearn to see them grow. We pray for their health and safety. We wish for them from the depths of our hearts true happiness and success in all their endeavors. We see in them the fulfillment of our dreams, our hope for the future. And among the Jewish people, perhaps more so than any other nation, we see them as the proud bearers of our tradition, the links in an unbroken chain of service to our Creator that dates back to the very origins of our faith. To achieve this, we as a people guided by Torah have always placed the need for education as its highest priority, and it has served us well. For though we continue to be a nation dispersed among others, influenced by a myriad of societies and cultures, we remain a distinct people, loyal to the Torah that binds us together. Veshinantam Levanecha, and you shall diligently teach your children, is more than a commandment of law. It has been and continues to be a blueprint for survival, a formula that has inspired our spiritual and indeed our physical existence. For we are the descendants of Rebbe Akiva, who refused to stop teaching Torah to children under the shadow of Roman occupation, proclaiming that were we to do so, we would only be withholding from our life's blood the oxygen it needs to breathe. For we are the children of generation after generation of committed Jews in Europe and the Near East, who rejected using persecution and poverty as excuses for denying their children the precious legacy of Torah education. For we are the sons and daughters of Holocaust survivors who not only rebuilt their shattered lives, but also rebuilt and restored the glory of the Torah institution in this country and in Eretz Yisrael. For we are the brothers and sisters of courageous Russian Jews who, after decades of oppression, are now rising up to challenge their oppressors, to educate themselves and their children in the ways of our heritage and faith. And in our community today, this lesson has not been forgotten. Two schools, Toras Emes Academy and Yeshiva Toras Chaim, are playing an increasingly significant role in the education of our youth. Under the umbrella leadership of Rabbi Ben Sion Chait and Rabbi Akiva Grunblatt, the educational and fiscal directions of both schools have been linked together, and with a devoted lay leadership to guide them, both schools have shown remarkable growth in the past few years. Toras Emes, headed by Rabbi Kalman Bauman, has experienced in the past 2 years a startling growth in its student population. From a student body of 150 in 1986, it now boasts nearly 260 children in its preschool and elementary school divisions. These numbers are not only a result of demographics, but even more so, a reflection of the growing awareness within our community as to the quality of education Toras Emes provides. The newly won accreditation by the Association of Independent Schools of Florida clearly attests to this awareness. Its preschool division, under the able and devoted guidance of Mrs. Naomi Bloom, is the ideal place for a young child to take his or her first wobbly steps on the road towards a total education. It is a place of joy, where a love for Torah and mitzvos is instilled, and it employs state-of-the-art curriculum and methodology to ensure that children enter primary school with both the skills and the enthusiasm necessary for success. The Toras Emes Elementary Division offers a first-rate education in both Torah and secular studies. Its Torah studies program, long known to be the most intensive and demanding in this region, continues to innovate, expand, and develop ways to make its program and instruction even better. With a talented and devoted staff, Toras Emes has standardized creative methodology in the teaching of Chumash and has made the study and practice of good midos, ethical character traits, part and parcel of the school's identity. One need only walk through the halls of Toras Emes Academy to feel that special team spirit that is the spirit of Veshinantam Levanecha, to experience the wonderful enthusiasm these children have for Torah and mitzvos. The commitment to excellence extends through to the secular studies program as well. The talented and experienced Mr. Ira Bogach, our new academic director, working with our highly trained staff of certified teachers, has embarked on a review and an upgrade of school curriculum, while at the same time working to enhance teaching methodology and classroom management. And there is more. Testing and treatment for the learning disabled, enrichment programs in reading, math and science, classes in music, the addition of the creative sewing class, a new library, computers, and academic competitions such as debating. All of these and more are part of the dynamic and exciting growth Toras Emes is experiencing at this very time. The spirit of Veshinantam Levanecha continues through to Yeshiva Toras Chaim under the leadership of Rabbi Yisrael Neiman. Toras Chaim has undergone dynamic growth these past few years as well. From a handful of students in 1985, Toras Chaim now has close to 40 young men studying Torah in its base medrash and classrooms, and will graduate its first senior class this coming June. In addition, Toras Chaim is now in its second year of sponsoring a small kollel of young scholars who are deeply involved in community service education and are instrumental in providing a Torah atmosphere for the students of the yeshiva. And it is precisely a Torah atmosphere that greets the visitor to Yeshiva Toras Chaim. If there's a Mavei Adam in the Zohar, then we're no heg to Aser it. Shachlam B'Beis.
No, so that's one reason. But you don't say that because we learn that's where it's from B'dika, and you don't learn the Adam from one kind of case. But you don't learn from one kind of case to another kind of case.
Because I don't want the sale to be butter, because I want to have a mitzvah of checking by myself, so I don't care if you didn't do it.
One can feel the closeness of Rebbe and Talmud. One can sense the maturing of young minds, of children being transformed into young men. How does Toras Chaim achieve this? It is because the highly dedicated and talented staff is able to focus in on the strengths and weaknesses of each and every Talmud. It is because these young men have sensed the enormous self-sacrifice of the Rosh Yeshiva and their Rebbeim, and their struggle to build a Torah high school in this community. These young men have somehow absorbed the essence of Torah, and it is reflected in their study and in their spirit. There have been significant developments in Toras Chaim's secular studies department as well. Also guided by Mr. Ira Bogach, the school's curriculum is being shaped into a comprehensive program beginning with junior high school, in which the children develop a sense of self through academic study. Here our students are introduced to the literatures of the world, among other challenging subjects. By 9th grade, the courses include biology, algebra, and world history. On this foundation, we build towards physics, pre-calculus and political science. The phys ed program includes both intramural play and team competition against other Jewish schools. The goal of Yeshiva Toras Chaim is to provide all graduates with greater opportunities and choices, be it Beis Medrash Kollel, university, or business. Indeed, Toras Chaim has slowly but surely begun to grow, and with an organization closely linked with that of Toras Emes, its future is bright and its impact upon this community can only continue. As in the past, we honor those of you who have contributed to the fulfillment of Veshinantam Levanecha. This evening in particular, we salute our honorees, Ari and Malka Lampert, pillars of the Miami Torah community. Their involvement at every stage of development of Toras Emes and Toras Chaim has been an inspiration to us all, and the growth and accomplishments of our schools are in great measure due to their efforts. It must be said, however, that there remain serious obstacles to overcome. Toras Emes has found it necessary on occasion to turn away prospective students due to a lack of space. Toras Chaim as well is presently seeking new facilities for the upcoming school year, since it has outgrown its rented facilities. We therefore call upon you, the members of our community, to become even more involved. The time is ripe, the mechanism is in place, and Be'ezras Hashem, with your help, Toras Emes and Toras Chaim will burst forth and blossom. And in the near future, we will be able to proclaim with confidence that in our generation, just as in previous ones, Veshinantam Levanecha has been our loftiest goal and our proudest achievement.